Have you ever wondered why people work hard for some things but lose interest for others? Or why one person studies for hours while another gives up quickly? Welcome to Mrs. Bam's Study Notes, and today's answer and video topic is motivation. Motivation is the internal or external force that drives people to act, achieve goals, and keep going, even when the task becomes difficult. It influences behavior, effort, persistence, and performance in everyday life, school, and the workplace. In this video, we will explore different theories of motivation. Some theories focus on the biological needs, others focus on personal goals and thoughts, and some explain how workplaces can motivate employees more effectively. Let's first look at the nature of motivation. Motivation is the process that starts, directs, and maintains behavior. It is what gives people energy and purpose. People are motivated by different things, such as survival needs, rewards, personal goals, recognition, achievement, or even enjoyment. Motivation can also change over time, depending on a person's environment, emotions, and experiences. For example, a student may study to avoid failing, to make their parents proud, or simply because they enjoy learning. All of these are forms of motivation. There are two main types of motivation: intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation happens when people do something because they genuinely enjoy it or they find it meaningful. For example, someone may play piano because they love music. Extrinsic motivation comes from outside rewards or pressures. A student may study to earn good grades, receive money, or avoid punishment. Both types can influence behavior. However, intrinsic motivation often leads to longer-lasting satisfaction and stronger personal commitment. Let us look at the theories. We'll start with biological and personal motivation theories. These theories explain motivation through human needs, personality, and abilities. First is the homeostatic drive theory. The homeostatic drive theory says people are motivated to maintain balance in the body. Where there is an imbalance, people feel a drive to fix it. For example, hunger motivates eating, and thirst motivates drinking. Once balance is restored, the drive decreases. This theory explains basic survival behaviors. Number 2 is a personality difference and values that direct motivation. Different people are motivated by different values and personality traits. Some people value success and competition, while others value helping others or having stability. Personality affects what goals people choose and how strongly they pursue them. For example, an ambitious person may work hard for promotions, while another person may prefer a balanced and peaceful lifestyle. The third is talents, abilities, and motivation. People are often more motivated when they feel capable and talented in an activity. Success increases confidence and encourages people to continue improving. On the other hand, repeated failures may lower motivation. For example, a learner who is good at mathematics may become more motivated to study engineering. The next section is needs-based motivation theories. These theories focus on human needs and how satisfying needs influences our behavior. The first one is Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Abraham Maslow believed that people have 5 levels of needs, arranged in a hierarchy. At the bottom are physiological needs like food and sleep. Then comes safety needs, social needs, esteem needs, and finally self-actualization, which means reaching one's full potential. Maslow believed people usually focus on lower needs first, before moving to higher needs. For example, a person struggling to survive may not focus on personal growth until their basic needs are met. The second theory in this section is Alderfer's ERG theory. Clayton Alderfer simplified Maslow's theory into 3 groups of needs: existence, relatedness, and growth. Existence needs involve survival. Relatedness involves relationships, and growth involves personal development. Unlike Maslow, Alderfer believed people can focus on multiple needs at the same time. The third theory is McClelland's need theory. David McClelland identified three important learned needs: the need for achievement, the need for power, and the need for affiliation. People with a high need for achievement enjoys challenges and success. Those with a need for power like influence and leadership. And people with a strong need for affiliation value friendships and belonging. The theory suggests that different people are motivated by different combinations of these needs. The next section that we are looking at is workplace and organizational motivation theories. These theories explain how work environments and management styles affect motivation. First, we have the quality of work life, or the QWL. The quality of work life refers to how satisfying and healthy the work environment is for employees. Factors such as fair pay, safety, work-life balance, respect, and opportunities for growth all influence motivation and job satisfaction. Employees who feel valued are usually more motivated and productive. Secondly, we have Herzberg's two-factor theory. Frederick Herzberg believed that there are two types of workplace factors. Hygiene factors, such as salary and working conditions, prevent dissatisfaction, but do not necessarily motivate people. Motivators, such as recognition, achievement, and responsibility, truly increases motivation and satisfaction. This means that removing problems alone is not enough. Employees also need opportunities to grow and succeed. The third theory under this section is job design. Job design refers to organizing tasks in ways that make work more meaningful and motivating. Jobs become more motivating when workers have a variety, responsibility, independence, and feedback. For example, employees often feel more motivated when they can make decisions and see the results of their work. The last theory under this section is McGregor's theories X and Y and the self-fulfilling prophecy. Douglas McGregor described two different management assumptions about workers. Theory X assumes workers dislike work and need strict supervision. Theory Y assumes that workers are responsible, creative, and capable of self-direction. Managers who treat employees according to these beliefs often create a self-fulfilling prophecy. If workers are trusted and respected, they may become more motivated and more productive. The next section is cognitive and behavioral motivation theories. These theories focus on thoughts, expectations, rewards, and behavior. Goal-setting theory states that clear and challenging goals improve motivation and performance. People work hard when they know exactly what they are trying to achieve. For example, improve your test marks by 10% is usually more motivating than simply saying, do your best. The second theory is the reinforcement and behavior modification. This theory explains that behavior can be shaped with rewards and consequences. Positive reinforcement encourages behavior by rewarding it. Punishment discourages unwanted behavior. For example, praise for good performance may encourage employees to continue working hard. Thirdly, we have the expectancy theory. The expectancy theory says people are motivated when they believe efforts will lead to good performance, and good performance will lead to rewards. People ask themselves three questions. If I try, can I succeed? If I succeed, will I be rewarded? Is the reward valuable to me? Motivation is strongest when the answer to all three questions is yes. The fourth theory under this section is the equity theory. Equity theory focuses on fairness. People compare their efforts and rewards to those of others. If they feel treated unfairly, motivation may decrease. For example, Employees doing the same work usually expect equal pay and recognition. Next, we have the self-efficacy theory. Self-efficacy is a person's belief in their ability to succeed. People with high self-efficacy are more likely to take on challenges and persist throughout difficulties. Confidence often improves motivation and performance. Then we have the cognitive evaluation theory. This theory explains how rewards affect intrinsic motivation. External rewards such as money or prizes can sometimes reduce intrinsic motivation if people begin focusing only on the reward instead of the enjoyment. For example, a child who loves drawing may lose interest if every drawing becomes focused on only winning a prize. Let's look at facilitating and stimulating performance. Practical management strategies. Managers, teachers, and leaders can improve motivation in practical ways. Some effective strategies include setting clear goals, giving positive feedback, recognizing achievements, creating fair systems, providing opportunities for growth, encouraging teamwork, and giving employees responsibility and trust. Motivation improves when people feel respected, capable, and valued. In conclusion, motivation is a complex but important part of human behavior. Different theories explain motivation from biological, psychological, and workplace perspectives. Some theories focus on needs, others on rewards, thoughts, fairness, or personal growth. Together, these theories help us understand why people behave the way they do and how motivation can be improved in schools, workplaces, and everyday life. Understanding motivation can help people achieve goals, improve performance, and create a more positive environment for learning and working. Join me again for Mrs. Bam's Study Notes.